What is going on, everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today I've got some more NBA news to, of course, be talking about with you guys. For those of you who haven't seen this already, it is currently being reported that the Dallas Mavericks are currently looking to trade Trey Burke, and this is all being reported by Mike Fisher of Sports Illustrated. Again, some of the Dallas Mavericks news that have been coming out recently has been quite interesting. You know, we saw Kristaps Porzingis kind of apparently actually taking a liking to Jason Kidd, and some people actually saying he looks really good this offseason and could be in for a comeback year. Others saying he should still be traded. You know, we've seen a lot of Luka Doncic disrespect. Some people saying that he might be an MVP of the league one day, but Dallas will never win because he doesn't, pass to open players. Some people taking Kristaps' side, this and that. Dude, there's been some controversy with the Dallas Mavericks this offseason. You know, they even let their coach go, brought in a new coach, and yeah, didn't really do exactly too much over free agency. Of course, they did bring in Reggie Bullock, which seems to be a pretty good move, just based on the fact that, he was a really good dude for the New York Knicks. But when we look at Trey Burke, it seems really weird why the Dallas Mavericks are trying to trade him, and I just don't really understand it. Look, I know he's not exactly a big rotational piece for them at all when you do think about it, but I think there's a couple of players they should be looking to trade, first over him, because they have an insane center depth. Like, you see some teams being slandered here and there for their big man depth. Why is Dallas not being slandered? Because currently, right now, they've got legitimately one of the biggest teams in the league. You got 7'2" Moses Brown, 7' Willie Cauley-Stein, who's also there. Maxi Kleber's 6'10", Boban is 7'4", Nuke Malley is 6'9", Kristaps is 7'3", Dwight Powell is 6'10". They've just got a lot of centers. Of course, I did just mention a couple of power forwards. When you look at their center depth, you look at Moses Brown, Willie Cauley-Stein. I'm pretty sure Kristaps will play there again this year. And Dwight Powell, it makes me really question why they don't at least look to try and trade one of them. Like, if I was them, I don't see the necessity of, Dwight Powell. If I was them, I'd be looking to go and maybe try and trade Dwight Powell for a dude where they can maybe match up contracts. Like, I'd go to Orlando and be like, hey, we'll give you Dwight Powell on a second-round pick and maybe another second-round pick, and you maybe give us Terrence Ross, who I actually think would be a pretty interesting player to maybe see come into this Dallas Mavericks team. And again, contracts would match up, and it would just make sense. The Mavericks would add wing depth, and they'd get rid of, a big man and free up some of that big man space. So, I don't know why they just wouldn't do that. I don't feel like their point guard, position is really that bad at all. They've got Luka Doncic, who is just a guard. He can play point guard, he can guard shooting guard. Josh Green is a backup shooting guard here and there as well. Frank Ntilikina they brought in, who'll play, backup point guard here and there as well. I'm guessing he might get some minutes, maybe here and there. But then they've got Jalen Brunson, who's also there. And then Trey Burke. But the thing is, with Trey Burke, even though he's only 6 foot, the dude has the capabilities of playing shooting guard. Like, he's a main guard, in my opinion. I reckon he's actually a pretty good player. While, of course, you look at Frank Ntilikina, who has the ability to guard 1 through 3. So he's not really an issue, just at that point guard position. And Luka can even be slotted in as that shooting guard as well. So they've got diversity with their backup point guard. So I don't really see why Trey Burke needs to get traded. Like, he's just a good 15th man. And if he can play, 15 minutes per game for you, which is what he did last season, where he averaged 7 points on 1.3 assists and 35% from 3. Like, those are decent numbers, in my opinion. Like, I don't think he played bad last season at all. But yeah, if there are teams out there that will, of course, maybe look to try and trade for him, I don't really think his contract is big at all. I'm pretty sure it's just like a minimum deal, or if it's not, the max it is probably like $3 million. But considering the Philadelphia 76ers are, looking for some guard depth because, of course, Ben Simmons, looks like he's going to be going. Why not maybe look to send him back to Philly? I know Philly did waive him, but if I was Philadelphia, I'd give him another go. Like, he averaged 6 points for them as well on 42% from 3. I don't get why they didn't like him. If I was them, I'd just say, hey, we'll give you a second or two for him. which should get the deal done if they want to get rid of him so badly. But hey, maybe they're just looking to bring in like another wing. Maybe that's what the Dallas Mavericks are doing. I'm not exactly too sure. Maybe they're, who knows? Maybe they're going for Ben Simmons or something. Who knows? That might be a, I don't even know. Do Dallas fans want Ben Simmons? Probably not. He would suck with Luka. They're both ball dominant guards, or point forwards rather. So it wouldn't exactly make any sense. But yeah, I still think Trey Burke has promise in this league. He's a decent shooter. Plus, he can be a really nice, shot creator at times as well. So I don't see why he would really be, getting traded here and there. Maybe a team like, Minnesota might give up a second-round pick for him. He was actually, believe it or not, selected by Minnesota, which is pretty interesting. They might be a team that does it. I'm not sure. Maybe the Miami Heat. Just a team that's looking to add some depth here and there. Might actually go for him. Warriors, they might need another backup guard. He'd actually be really nice for them, in my opinion. They, I think, need that third dude and maybe another shot creator to come in. So who knows? Maybe I'll make a separate video on the Golden State Warriors. But yeah, that could be a really nice team. I think the Warriors make a lot of sense. When we look at it from a far point, they, only really have a couple of point guards right now. Of course, you've got Steph Curry there, who will be, of course, the main point guard. Even though he probably won't have the ball in his hands exactly heaps, that will probably be Draymond Green's role. But you look at, Jordan Poole as their backup point guard. He's apparently going to be playing a lot of point guard minutes this year. And then it gets kind of slim from there. They've got Chris Chiozza, but he's on a two-way contract. Nico Mannion left unexpectedly because he caught a virus or something and decided to go play in the EuroLeague. Who even knows what's going to be happening there, but he left kind of unexpectedly. And it looks like, they have a 15th man spot. So maybe the Warriors just say, hey, we'll give you a second round pick. We can bring in a shot creator who can come in and help out. And maybe that's the go for the Golden State Warriors. I don't know. Worst case scenario, if Dallas are really wanting to get rid of him that bad, he doesn't have a big contract, they could always waive him, but they know he's got value, and there are a lot of teams out there that would give us a second or two. He just didn't really play too much last season. He got 15 minutes per game because there was a couple of injuries here and there, but in the playoffs, he only played 9 minutes per game. So, I don't know. It's just a little bit weird, but teams like the Miami Heat as well, who will have, I'm assuming, Oladipo as their backup guard. Robinson will be the backup wing. They might need a backup point guard here and there. They've got playmakers everywhere. Kyle Lowry, Jimmy Butler, even Bam Adebayo can ball handle. Why not bring in a scorer? If I was them, I'd offer up a second round pick for Trey Burke. And that would make a lot of sense to me. Or maybe even if the Dallas Mavericks are really looking to bring in a wing and are looking at like a young dude, KZ Okpala, I believe is his name. He's a young guy that hasn't had much opportunity thus far. He could have a breakout year though, especially with the lack of depth Miami have, outside of their kind of 9-man rotation. He might be a dude that comes in. But hey, maybe Dallas say we like what we see out of him and maybe we'll offer Trey Burke as a straight swap. Do Miami accept that? I'm not sure. He wasn't that good last season. He averaged 12 minutes, 24% from 3, and 2.5 points per game. But some say he looks really, really good and could be a very good player in the future. Could that be the case? He is 6'8". I'm not sure. He could be one of those dudes that Dallas just take a chance on, maybe if they're really looking for a wing. But I'm not exactly too sure really what's their end game plan. But again, I would really like to hear all of your thoughts and opinions on this down below. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel for all the latest NBA news and NBA content. Don't forget to subscribe to my gaming channel and my IRL/vlogging channels if you haven't already. And of course, comment your thoughts and opinions on this down below. Who should the Dallas Mavericks trade Trey Burke to? Does he go to the Warriors maybe as a third string point guard? Does he go to the Heat, bringing some depth here and there? Are they looking for wing depth? What are they looking for? Surely it's not another center. Of course, I would very much like to hear all of your thoughts and opinions on this down below. Of course, don't forget to subscribe to all my other channels. Go and check out my new podcast channel if you haven't already as well, which I will all be linking in the description down below. But as I was saying, I wanted to thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and comment. And I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.